All right, we are here for our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. It'll be the West Carrollton Pirates in all black versus the Miamisburg Vikings all in white. I'm Jared Bergstrom alongside Jeff Allen. Jeff, what can you expect the outcome out of these two teams to be in the junior varsity level?
Well, the Miamisburg JV team and the West Carrollton JV team both getting the first look from us this season, so definitely some unexpected things.
And number 2, Drew Captain, contains the opening jump, and the Vikings will start the game off with the ball first. And you see West Carrollton predominantly plays a lot of 2-3 zone in all 3 levels of basketball. And the Vikings offensively play junior varsity. I haven't really seen what they play a lot of, but varsity plays a lot of man-to-man.
Here we go, Miamisburg. Good ball movement early. Turnover by Cody Elliott, the junior on the junior varsity team. Number 22 for the Pirates. Taking it from the top of the key. Getting it in the corner.
Cross-court pass. It looks like number 15, CJ DeSalvo. Or no, that was number 12, Isaac Zenny.
Jordan Ward in the corner. Pass down low to Corey Wells, but passes it back out, and that'll be a turnover.
Miamisburg on the fast break, and it is swatted away. And it's going to stay with the Vikings.
Even after the Cody Elliott mishandle.
Well, now the refs are going to stop play.
So
Yeah,
number 1, Cody Elliott has blood.
There in the replay, maybe number
Probably
22 swatted it when it was going out of bounds.
Yeah, probably a scratch on his hand, but nonetheless, can't have an open wound on the court, and that'll bring in
Evan
number 22.
Logan. And with the first basket, I believe that was Evan Logan with the basket for the Vikings.
Number 22 from the wing. Passes it back to Isaac Zenny, the 6'2 sophomore.
Gives it off to Jayton Howard. Saves it from going out of bounds, and 22 from the free throw line gives it down low to
Jordan Ward. And Jordan Ward muffs the layup.
And I think he's going to be called for an over-the-back foul. That'll be his first, team's first.
Go with him, Rob. Go with him, Rob.
Long inbound pass to number 32 of the Vikings. Wide open for 3 was number...
Nice dribbles there on the fly by Jayton Howard. Sets up the West Carrollton offense kind of nicely. And Jared, these two teams have always been rivals.
Yeah, I was doing my notes. I mean, we'll mention it again in the varsity game, but this is actually a pretty evenly matched series on the basketball court. We'll go over specifics in the varsity game and the travel there for the Pirates. That'll be their second turnover of this first quarter.
Hey, I got one here.
Evan Logan on the inbound, but West Carrollton will come with a trap.
That you don't want to be trapped in your bench, in the corner of your bench, and almost a backcourt violation.
Good hesitation by Drew Captain.
Lost it on the way
Passes it
up.
back out.
Goes down low to number 22 for the Vikings. And we'll find out his number at the quarter break. West Carrollton shoots their first 3 of the game, and that's their first bucket of the game.
Open 3 by number 22. And Evan Otteson gets trapped.
West Carrollton was playing that trap defense, and it seems to be working right now for the Vikings.
Pirates
for the Pirates.
bringing the pressure, and good
Excellent ball
switching
movement.
action, yeah.
And Captain will control it back to the right of the key.
West Carrollton playing some pretty solid defense right now.
Layup is good for
get
number
around it.
12 for the Vikings. That is Evan Logan.
He's actually the tallest guy on the active roster at 6'2". So Howard on the wing, bringing it around.
Nice kick out to the far side, but another turnover for the Pirates.
22 loses it. It's 2-on-1, now 3-on-2.
And the shot won't fall, but it looks like number 11, Evan Otteson, will go to the line to shoot the free throws. Foul looked like it was on number 21, Cameron Willis.
So some pretty gritty play earlier for both teams. No good on the first one from Otteson. Cody Elliott
checks back in. He was the one that came off with the blood, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one is good, so that'll be 7-3 with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Looks like number 12, DeSalvo has it, kicks it back to, and then another three from West Carrollton, and that is his second three of the quarter. West Carrollton 2 for 2 from behind the arc, and then they come out and play a full court press.
Jordan Ward comes out and switches. Miamisburg will kick it to Cody Elliott. He'll take it back out over to Otteson.
It only seems like West Carrollton plays the full court press after they make a basket.
Scanning the defense, then driving is Otteson, and he'll get the and one layup.
Foul is on number 25 of the Pirates. That is J-Town Howard. Miamisburg went 1 for 2 from the free throw line the first time and makes this one. So Otteson completes the three-point play and gives the Vikings a 4-point lead.
West Carrollton running a tempo up real quick. Some nice screens out wide by Robert Long.
And a foul called down low. Foul is on number 2, Drew Captain.
Number 22 will inbound it for West Carrollton.
Inbound pass to the corner to
Jordan Ward. He kicks it out. Zenny's
three's no good, but I think a foul down low called underneath the basket.
Stack it up. Stack it up. Stack it up.
And West Carrollton JV head coach Arthur Watkins calls for a stack off the inbound. Jordan Ward will be the inbounder. And Howard kicks it over to Zenny. West Carrollton passing it around the perimeter, driving. Number 22 almost gets it, but contested heavily.
A loose ball picked up by the Pirates, throws it out of bounds off of the Vikings, and it's going to go to Miamisburg.
Some heavy hustle by Cody Elliott, hurdling the bench. Jordan Ward inbounding again. Kick it into Howard. Howard one-on-one.
Pull up from 3, and it is nothing but net, and Miamisburg cuts the lead to 1.
A very beautiful isolation there for Howard, and coach for West Carrollton, Watkins, said beat him, and so I guess that calls for an ISO.
You see Captain drives into the paint, shot off the glass is no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. No basket.
Foul on
22, his first.
A nice leverage on the spin inside by Captain. The attempt in 2 here. First one is no good. Brings in number 22 for Miamisburg, I believe, is Anthony Kopak from the freshman team.
Okay.
Kopak, I believe.
Miamisburg makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 for 4 on the first quarter so far. Zenny down low to Ward.
Ward on Kopak.
Ward drive into the paint. Over the hook shot's no good.
That was a very graceful drop step, though.
You see West Carrollton still trying to play up-tempo on defense especially, and it forces a turnover. Yes.
Captain almost gets the spin, but it is knocked out. Some nice gritty D from West Carrollton.
Now you say number 23, Rita Waden checks in for the Vikings. Inbounds pass goes to.
Nice pump fake.
And that three-pointer is good by Evan Logan, Miamisburg's first three-point of the game.
Number 22 bringing it from the top of the key. Kick it to Howard. And Zenny taking
launches
a three.
a three. West Carrollton is 4 for 4 to start this game from behind the arc.
And they are just torching the perimeter. I had no idea they had shooters like this.
Back to a one-point game. And that one is almost stolen, and it's going to stay with the Vikings with 41.5 seconds left.
Some shooters and some athletes on this West Carrollton Pirates team. Really impressing me in this first quarter. 41 seconds left.
Logan shot in for the inbounds, no good. But an offensive rebound for Captain and the Vikings. Cross court to Logan, out to Wadden, and he'll give it back to Captain. Captain will control it, and I think he'll reset with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it over to Elliott. 13 seconds left. Captain kicks it out, and now that is number 22. Kopic's shot's no good.
Jordan
Offensive
Howard.
rebound, no, a jump ball.
Jordan Ward, excuse me. The hustle for West Carrollton, but Miamisburg being very persistent as well in this first quarter.
4 seconds left. Shot is off, and it almost falls, but an eventful first quarter. Miamisburg leads 13-12 over the visiting West Carrollton Pirates. Well, West Carrollton hasn't made a shot from inside the arc, but they're 4 for 4 from outside the arc.
That was a nice quarter of JV basketball, no doubt. Both sides going back and forth, and a lot of skill for junior varsity teams.
And really, once West Carrollton makes that shot, they're coming out and playing defense, a full court press. And I don't know if Miamisburg really has dealt with that a lot this year or not, but it seems like it's giving them fits. They have 3 turnovers in that quarter, the Vikings do.
Yeah, definitely some intriguing athletes on this West Carrollton squad.
And what West Carrollton has to watch is the fouling issue. I mean, Miamisburg took 2 trips to the free throw line that time, went 3 for 4 in the quarter.
For sure, there isn't a lot of apparent depth for
either
team. So far.
Huh.
But we'll see as this game progresses, and the one who stands out will really
right now, I mean,
hit us.
I'll find out number 22's name in halftime, but he seems to be the deciding factor for the Pirates on offense.
Very exciting. There's a certain kind of quickness, and already hit 2 threes. So we will see someone new out there for West Carrollton, number 11, Jordan Berry. Logan from the wing kicks it over to Kopic. Wadden trying to get down low.
Wadden drives in, falls out of bounds.
That's going to be a foul on Jordan Ward.
You see the emotion from West Carrollton's head coach for JV. That'll be Ward's second foul of the half.
The inbounder from Miamisburg, Addison, trying to find someone, gets Logan.
Long inbound pass to Logan, and he'll give it to Wadden, who will reset and now kick it to Captain. Down low to no, that's
Addison.
not That's Addison.
That is off, actually. They'll reset. It's a very nice fundamental ball movement for Miamisburg so far.
Kicks it over to Elliott, back to Wadden. Wadden thought about a 3. Elliott gives it off to Logan. Now Addison drives
open lane,
in,
and that'll be blocked by number 22. Appeared to be West Carrollton's ball, but
let's
I think
take
that
a
was
look
off.
at this replay. I thought it went off of Miamisburg when he blocked it.
Oh,
no,
no.
It touched number 22's shoulder going out of bounds. Heads
Good
up
call by the
refs. Long up court pass to Zenny.
After the basket by Miamisburg. Barry kicked to Zinni.
Cross back court to 22.
Ooh, nice behind the back. Over 2 defenders. Beautiful move.
Miamisburg running up tempo. Elliott coast to coast off the inbounds.
Oh,
no
my
good.
goodness.
Misses it at the free throw line.
And that has
And
been.
Miamisburg throws that one way, like 4 rows deep into the stands.
And Miamisburg missed layups have been a reoccurring factor so far throughout this first half.
You're going to see number 15, CJ DeSalvo, check into the game for number 22. Neither teammate was on the right page for that one. Ward drives into the paint. Shot high off the glass, no good. But Ward's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Jordan Ward, as I mentioned earlier, West Carrollton starting running back as a freshman and has shown some power throughout this game already down low.
First one's no good from Ward.
A very stout frame. Anchors him down low.
I'd put him in a goal line to go situation.
Oh, yeah. Saw a lot this year. We'll see West Carrollton starting quarterback.
Warren's second shot is
Tonight.
no good. Oh, rebound for Elliott. And now Juan's going to run up the court quickly. Juan takes the screen from Kopic, but doesn't really use it wisely. Good defense by the Pirates.
And West Carrollton manning those lanes. And Wadden tries to get the pick and roll.
Gives it over to Logan, and Logan gets the bank shot to fall.
And good vision by Anthony Kopic, the freshman.
Up court pass to Zinni.
Zinni trying to take him ISO, but loses it.
West Carrollton's coach calling for a travel. Loses the ball. Zinni's going to, no charge, or no call either way. Ref swallowed his whistle there, and the basket was that DeSalvo or Zinni? I didn't see.
And West Carrollton's hustle is live right now. Good pass by Cody Elliott down the lane, and no good.
Elliott will get the rebound, though. And the ball is saved, almost went out of bounds, and it's going to ricochet out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Pirates. Such intensity by the Pirates for that last couple possessions.
Stack it up, stack it up.
As you saw on
Here's
the replay.
a heads-up play. Look at that. I mean, that perfectly.
The hustle is nice.
Down low to Ward. Ward almost loses it out of bounds, gives it back to DeSalvo. Now Zinni gives it back to DeSalvo. And West Carrollton calls a 30-second timeout.
And so far, Jared, still back and forth halfway through this second quarter. What does Miamisburg have to do to get away from these pesky Pirates?
Miamisburg's got to learn to play against the full court press on defense. Right now, West Carrollton is eating them alive. As soon as West Carrollton's making a shot, they're back on defense quicker than Miamisburg can get an offense set. Then you've proven it. 3 turnovers already in this quarter for the Vikings, especially, well, the last three possessions. I don't know if Miamisburg can now find somehow to work with this at halftime. I don't know. It'll be definitely a good game into the second half.
And how about even the half court? West Carrollton playing the lanes very well so far. And they'll get the ball out of this timeout. Number 22 will check back in. Jordan Ward from the perimeter.
Ward drives in, shot off the glass high, no good. Offensive rebound for Ward, and the shot put back is good. And West Carrollton leads for the first time today, 18-17.
And the first attempt was too hard, but nice persistence from Jordan Ward.
Now Widow's going to bring it up court for the nice backcourt. And another turnover for the Vikings. Number 22 high steps it in the lane. Shot off the glass is no good. Elliott up court to number 15. I do not have a 15 on my roster. Ward muscling through for a rebound. 22's layup on the other end is good.
Good break. Almost drew the foul from Wadden, but finishes through.
And look at this full court press by the Pirates, and it is working.
And try.
Swatted away. Another turnover for the Vikings. Their 5th in a row.
And these Pirates playing the lanes hard tonight.
Come get it, man.
Jordan Ward with the drive from the perimeter.
Nice dish down low to number 45. That is Robert Long Jr. And West Carrollton extends its lead to 5 points, 22-17.
Number 40, Jordan Ward, has been playing hard in this second quarter, but hands on his knees.
Logan drives in, foul called.
And perhaps a foul of fatigue, and they will check him out. That'll bring in CJ DeSalvo, and for the Vikings, number 11, Evan Otteson. Number 12, Evan Logan at the line right now, as the Pirates have surged up in this second quarter and taken charge of the game.
They're going to say Logan was not in the act of shooting, so no free throws coming for the Vikings. Instead, it's just an out-of-bounds inbound. You see Otteson gives it back down to Logan. Logan tries to drive in, and the Pirates switch, go height with height. Down low, shot off the glass is no good by Kopic, but he'll go to the line to shoot two, and that foul should be on number 45, Robert Long Jr.
Robert Long, nice job using his body down low, but just got hold of his wrist.
See here in the MVCC replay. Yeah, he can't go through his hand and around his head and try and go through the ball. First one's good by Kopic.
Kopic playing pretty well off the bench for the Vikings tonight. The tallest freshman on the team.
Kopic goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, cuts it to a 3-point game, but West Carrollton still leads 22-19.
Stay out, stay out, stay out.
See Jordan Berry.
Let's go.
22 with the nice crossover, taking on two Vikings defenders inside. Will not even hit the rim, though. And
Elliott gets the rebound for the Vikings. Elliott almost steps out of bounds, but corrals it cross court to Logan. Logan's shot off the glass is good. Cuts it to a 1-point game with 1:19 left.
so some nice playing the lanes by the Vikings. Zenny's
going to pull up and misses his second three of the game.
Nice rebound, though, by Elliott. Gets it to Wadden. West Carrollton with the trap again. Wadden trying to cross through through DeSalvo.
And the Vikings call for a travel, and it gives it right back to the Pirates at half court.
And the confidence of the Pirates on this full court trap, and even in their half court efforts, is just radiant. Not a long team, but playing like a long team.
No, and what's working for them is turnovers is leading to buckets for the Pirates.
It's an incredible effort.
Rocket! CJ! Timeout, bro.
And the very emphatic coach for the Pirates, Arthur Watkins, voicing his frustration.
We heard him calling the play before the inbound, and it just did not look like the team knew what they were doing. They were just standing around. And I'm surprised they didn't get called for a defensive or offensive 3 seconds in the paint.
Yeah, but definitely great coaches on both sides. Jason Hall and Arthur Watkins been going back and forth tonight. Two coaches who have charge of their team, and it's nice to see that, Jared.
Yeah, haven't really seen much enthusiasm out of head coach for the Vikings, Hall. But I mean, there's still half a basketball left, so we'll see how emphatic he can get with his team when the pressure's put on late in the fourth quarter.
Barry on the inbound. Zenny with the spot up three off the off-ball screen. And
offensive rebound, though, for the Pirates. 36 seconds left, and 22 is going to set back.
Head coach Watkins calling for the hold. 25 seconds remaining, and they'll try to drain them. And it looks like they're going to go ISO with number 22.
You can see the Pirates spread out.
Vikings getting in zone. They know what's going down.
7 seconds left. Zenny drives in. Zenny loses it.
Tries to get the last second dish.
Logan's shot will count if it goes, and it hits the side of the backboard. And West Carrollton's going to take a 1-point lead to the half, 22-21, in our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. All right, welcome back to Miamisburg, Ohio for the second half of our MVCC Junior Varsity Game of the Week. West Carrollton currently holds a 22-21 halftime lead coming out to start the third quarter. What surprised you in that first half, Jeff?
Well, definitely head coach Arthur Watkins has a grip on his team. They forced turnovers to keep them in, and they were pretty efficient in the half court when they were forced into it. Really just a lot of effort. A lot of effort and a lot of athleticism for West Carrollton JV team. And on the other hand, Miamisburg offense was a well-oiled machine at times when they could convert on the easy layups. They definitely knew how to give themselves the opportunities. It's all about executing on them.
And right now, number 25 for the Pirates is going to control the ball to start the second half. Jayton Howard.
Jordan Ward scanning the defense from the wing, cross court to Zenny, who will reset the offense and kick it to Jayton Howard. So Jordan Ward, I'm pretty sure he traveled, but they did not call a travel or a block.
Shot's no good. That is almost an up and down, but a turnover for the Pirates. And West Carrollton's defense comes out strong in the second half, right where they left off in the first.
We see the same thing early in the third quarter. And Miamisburg with an up-tempo approach to the offensive possession. And the second one is good for Evan Logan. Gets his own putback. Barry will bring it down here as the point.
Zenny gives it back to Town. Or that's Howard, sorry. Ward off to Barry. And really, what West Carrollton utilized that three. I mean, they're 4 for 5 from the three-point line in this game.
Jordan Ward trying to create, but forced the pass after the hesitation, and almost another turnover. West Carrollton is being so aggressive right now and switching with efficiency as well.
I don't know if halftime was enough of a break for Ward. He still looks like he's out there playing winded.
More trap.
Logan thought about going up with the shot, gives it off to Otterson. And Otterson's going to take him one-on-one. And I believe he traveled. I did not see what the far ref called.
And if you're going to play the trap, Jared, one thing you have to do is know how to switch and switch fast. And that's what West Carrollton is doing, being very aggressive.
Foul was on number 11, Jordan Berry.
It's all back screens, fellas. All back screens. Open up and talk.
Inbound pass goes to Elliott. His shot's no good. Excellent defense by Ward. William rip apart that rebound.
Ward taking it down, pounding it, and kicks it to Berry. They'll run their offense through number 11.
Gives it off to Zenny. Gives it back to Berry. Now, Jayon Vaughn will give it back over to Howard.
Pull up jumper, creates some space on the hesitation and sinks it.
You can see the enthusiasm out West Coast. They want to keep the full court press going.
And the 4-on-1, Wadden gets the and one. Nice execution by Miamisburg.
Let's take a look at that replay. I don't know if that should have been a foul on Ward. That looked like he fell. It almost looked like Wadden jumped into him almost.
Yep, definitely sold it on that one. The salvo checks in for Ward.
Free throw is up and good for the Vikings.
And Vaughn kicks it to Howard.
Miamisburg tied it up at 26 with 4:11 left in the third quarter. Vaughn comes in and swatted away.
Great block there by Evan Logan.
And here comes that full court Pirate defense. Slapped
Intensity.
away. Another turnover for the Vikings. And you
Great
see
pass there by Zenny.
Howard with an easy layup. And look at this full look. Coach looks like he wants to get out there and play defense
There's
too.
so much aggressiveness, and a lot of the times the attitude of your leader is contagious, and I believe that's the case here with the Pirates, and Wadden will draw the foul again.
Foul is on number 11, I believe. No, number 25, Jayton Howard, his second, team's third of the half. So Wadden's going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Vikings.
And Wadden just kind of coasted down the sideline there. Not an offense sight today as the full court press was broken. And a few possessions ago, you could hear Coach Walkins preaching communication.
Second one is up and good for Wadden. Miamisburg retakes. Oh no, they're still down 1.
The salvo almost goes out of bounds. And
refs huddling up.
Trying to discuss the call. And some altercation going on here.
The far ref on the court is calling an out of bounds on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, it was confusing. I didn't think the salvo went out of bounds, but he might have tiptoed. If we could get a replay.
He's going to overdo it and say.
Okay, so it's back West Carrollton's way. Wow.
I don't know. First off, I don't see why the ref would make that call on the far court.
Very confusing exchange, but anyways, Jordan Berry drives down the lane and just misses the layup. And it'll be Vikings ball. Wadden on the inbound. Gets it into Logan.
And here comes the Pirates. And there comes a steal with a Howard.
Another steal.
But can't answer with an easy layup.
Beautiful
Vaughn
hustle.
with the putback.
Vaughn with the persistence. Pirates up by 3 and almost another steal.
It's swatted in. It is another turnover for the Vikings. 2 in a row, and they don't even get past the half-court line.
They are in every lane this quarter.
Howard dribbles in, kicks it over to Zenny in the corner. Zenny's going to pop a 3. It's no good. And a jump ball called down low, and it's going to go in favor of the Vikings.
And they could use a game break. Their offense just looked in disarray.
You see Anthony Kopic checks into the game for number 32 of the Vikings, that is.
And so far, it hasn't seemed like the Vikings discussed a concept to break this press at half.
Long inbound, and another turnover for the Vikings.
And Vaughn all in that lane.
Gives it down low to DeSalvo. DeSalvo off the glass, and it's good. West Carrollton with a 5-point lead.
Nice improvisation.
Otterson's going to go into the paint. Shot's no good.
Jump ball,
and it's going to go back to West Carrollton.
Nice hustle by Kopic.
With the shortness of the depth on West Carrollton's bench, I wonder if this intensity, if they will have enough stamina to play the latter part of the fourth quarter. But I guess we'll find out how much stamina or how programmed they are.
Jordan Berry.
Berry kicks it over. Howard's going to shoot a 3. Howard makes a 3.
The efficiency of these Pirates is just exciting.
An 8-point game lead for the Pirates. Back out to Otterson. Otterson pulls up from the free throw line. His shot is no good. Can't end the run. But an offensive rebound for Elliott.
Good hustle by the Vikings there.
West Carrollton on a 7-0 run the last 2 minutes. And Logan loses it on the way up, and it's going to go back to the Pirates.
West Carrollton's defense like a cyclone.
6 turnovers for the Vikings just in this third period alone. And with an 8-point lead, they're still not going to slow down. Howard kicks it over to Zenny in the corner. Down low to DeSalvo, and it's going to go, and it's going to stay with the Vikings, or Pirates.
And it appears as if Arthur Watkins' tenacious verbal encouragement is contagious.
Howard on the inbounds pass, gives it over to Berry, and the Pirates lose it.
Not a smart pass, and I think that'll be a foul on number 11.
Jordan Berry, I believe, pushed. That'll be his second. He pushed him going out of bounds. Long inbounds pass to Logan, and Logan dribbles it off his foot.
Wow. Nice mobility by the 6'2" big man, but mishandles it off the side of his foot.
West Carrollton is putting the pressure on the Vikings, and right now Miamisburg is forcing their own turnovers. That was uncalled for if you're a Vikings.
At a very inconvenient time, if I must say, down by 8.
Berry lost it, but got it back. Kopic loses it. It's going to go to Miamisburg.
Kopic in the lane now.
Wadden set to inbound right in front of us. Long cross-court inbounds to Elliott. And Wadden trapped in the corner. Ball's poked away by the Pirates. Vaughn, and it's swatted away from behind by Elliott.
A very nice exchange there by both teams.
Look at this block from behind. You heard Coach Watkins giving a warning by the refs.
I'm honestly surprised that it didn't come earlier. Cody
Ball poked
Elliott.
away. Elliott, and let's see if they're going to let it stay out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Pirates.
Nonetheless, tremendous hustle by number 1 in white. Barry on the inbound to Vaughn. Really everybody on this Pirates team playing their role in this second half so far.
Vaughn drives into the paint, kicks it out to Zenny. Zenny's going to launch a three. Answers no good. Howard with a rebound. Howard's going to shoot it. No good. Kopic comes up away with the rebound. 16 seconds left. Cross-court pass. Elliott drives into the wide-open paint. Off the glass. No good. Long up-court pass to Howard. Howard saves it from going out of bounds. I thought Howard tracked it down enough to get it from going out of bounds. 6.4 seconds left, and Miamisburg is going to have to go the length of the court.
Yeah, if they're going to come back from this deficit and from this intense detriment that they dug themselves in the third quarter, they're going to have to start making those layups. If Miamisburg would have made all their layups so far, I have no doubt, Jared, they'd be leading this game.
That's an interesting call. I've never really seen that call in high school basketball. Vaughn put his hands over the inbounding Viking, which apparently you can't do. You got to go straight up. Shot off the glass at the buzzer's good.
Great break ran by Cody Elliott.
So Elliott and the Vikings will go into the fourth and final quarter down 6. 35-29 and 7 minutes left. And now let's just see if West Carrollton can hold on to this 6-point lead. You see here the shot at the end of the quarter that beats the buzzer. Oh, looked like Zenny could have been called for a foul there. It looked like he smacked his hand.
Cody Elliott, one of the bright spots in this Vikings team, playing hard from the first moment of the game. Down by 6. Need to do something here to get past that press.
And you got to reiterate, I mean, West Carrollton got that warning for the bench. So, I mean, one more, and that's a technical foul. Miamisburg's going to be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. But the thing that stood out in that third quarter, Miamisburg did not foul at all. And so that means they have 7 fouls to give if they can get this game to a close or eat into this deficit, which should end up being in the Vikings' favor. But like I said, going into the half, still not really any enthusiasm from Hall for the Vikings head coach.
Well, Jason Hall's Vikings will have to find a way to break that press and get inside those lanes that they have been missing all night. If they're just careful with the ball and more efficient with their offense, I have no doubt that they can take the lead in this game.
Too many empty possessions and 8 turnovers in that third quarter for the Vikings really helped establish a 7-point lead for the Pirates.
So far, the latent player of the game for the Vikings, in my opinion, is Anthony Kopic, playing with a purpose down low, the freshman.
You see here, Elliott kicks it over to Logan. Logan at the top of the key. The Vikings still playing excellent defense. Let's see if the conditioning can hold on with them throughout this fourth quarter. They've been playing full court press and traps the whole game.
Nice ball handling by Otteson, but creates a shot, can't hit it. Howard in half court. Vaughn
went for the no-look pass, and that's the Vikings or the Pirates' first turnover.
And if he just would have looked, he probably would have capitalized on the pass to the wing.
Pirates full court press.
Caudell brings it down now. Get it in the hands of Logan.
Logan kicks it out to number 24, J.D. Barnes, who gives it back to Caldwell. Logan dribbles in, thought about it, turns it over.
And Isaac Zenny with the deflection and the layup. Almost an and one. Cody Elliott coming down and trying to swipe the ball.
They have a foul on the far side of the court. That'll be, looks like on number 22, Javion Vaughn. That'll be his second. Kopic set to inbound near half court. Inbounds it to Logan, who's guarded heavily by Vaughn.
Almost gets trapped. Logan has some space, but
he was wide open. I
We'll
don't know
let
if
the
he doesn't
defense adjust
trust
to him.
I don't know if he doesn't trust himself in his shot or something, but he had a whole drive to the paint, and if he wanted it.
he's had nice form throughout this game. I don't understand what happened there.
Kopic corrals a loose ball as it looked like misread between Logan and Caldwell.
In Miamisburg, they seem to be looking at 2 or 3 people at a time, really telegraphing their passes. I think that has to do with
Elliott
some of the turnovers tonight.
kicks it down low to Barnes. Go through it. Another turnover for the Vikings. On the other end, shots no good by Zenny. Kopic, it's 3-on-1. Let's see if he goes all the way. He does. A blocking foul will be called. Then he's going to go to line to shoot 2. Let's take a look at the free throw line, and it looks like Vaughn is slow to get up.
Yeah, good effort there by Vaughn, but did not get set.
Nah, his feet were shuffling.
Yeah. This was closer than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
Vaughn looks a little shooken up, I'm not going to lie.
No, he had a lot of contact from a big guy. Kopic's first one is up and good.
Kopic listed as 175, which is a nice size freshman.
I wouldn't want to be hit around by that. Vaughn probably doesn't look 100 pounds soaking wet. Second one is no good. No shot lane violation against the Vikings. 4:54 left, and West Carrollton still holds a 7-point lead. Howard brings the ball. I think this is the slowest the Pirates have brought it up the court. Vaughn gives it off to DeSalvo, gives it back to Zenny.
And Howard takes it.
Howard pulls up from just inside the arc. No good. And it's going to go out of bounds in favor of the Vikings.
Great contest there by number 1, Cody Elliott.
Now West Carrollton looks like the conditioning is falling apart. Not really playing a full court press. They're just standing there.
The trap isn't aggressive as it once was in the game, and don't really have a lot of rotational players.
And it looks like one of them's not even, they're wearing street clothes, so they're not even dressed for the game.
Cody Elliott from the top of the key kicks it. Caldwell.
It is almost as if they're just going through the motions.
Kopic against Ward in the post.
His shot off the glass is good. Cuts it to a 5-point game with 4 minutes left in the quarter.
Great utilization of position by the freshman. Vaughn over to DeSalvo, back to Vaughn. 3
on the way from Vaughn. His shot is no good.
No good there, but they need to get that kid some more 3-point opportunities. He has a really nice stroke.
Kopic trapped at the coffin corner. And the ball is stolen away. No, corralled by the Vikings. Elliott goes up. Elliott traveled on the way to the paint.
More aggressive play by the Pirates.
Vaughn slow to get up, and he's holding his arm. 30-second timeout.
Something I love to see is something that's happened so often tonight. Players on the floor diving for the ball. West Carrollton is giving it all they can. The problem is, I think they only have 8 players to put in rotation that they can consistently
if
play.
Vaughn's injured, we don't know the extent of it. It could be he could be out for the rest of the game,
And notice they made a lineup change at the half. Robert Long, their starting center, wasn't in for a while.
I think they put him Ward back in it, but then he picked up 2 quick fouls.
Well, Ward, and then they just rotated some guards into some higher spots, but that lineup has caused a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
You don't have that slow step man. Everybody's fast, everybody's aggressive. You could definitely tell West Carrollton has some fatigue, but still some pep in their step coming out of this timeout.
5-point lead for the Pirates, 3:33 left. West Carrollton's starting to look winded, but let's see if they can hold on to a 5-point lead.
The advantage they have is that they have taken over this second half so far. And looks like Miamisburg will respond with a man-to-man press on the tired Pirates.
Inbound pass goes to Howard, now gives it off to DeSalvo.
Miamisburg playing some defense with intensity now.
Ward gives it over to Vaughn, almost lost it, but corrals it by the out-of-bounds line. Reach-in foul, not called. Howard dribbles in, kicks it over to DeSalvo. And Zenny's going to hold the ball for a second. Zenny trying to get separation between Logan. They're going to call number 12 for the 22 for the hand check for White. It should be on number 12.
Yeah.
Oh, there they
Corrected
corrected.
himself.
That's his first, team's first. Inbound pass goes to Howard. Kicks it over to Zenny, and Zenny's going to dribble back and reset.
Salvo kicks to the corner. Drive baseline by Vaughn and will draw the foul.
That's a foul on Kopic. It'll be his second, team's first, or second of the half.
So far, the intensity and atmosphere of this JV game is calling for a war tonight.
Howard almost lost it. Howard loses it. Elliott with a steal. Elliott off the glass. No good. Gives it back to him. And it's swatted away by Howard, but they're going to call Howard for the foul.
So Miamisburg getting some essential opportunities here.
That, in my opinion, that looked like he got all ball that you see there in the replay.
Cody Elliott sinks the first one.
Cuts it to a 4-point game with 2:43 left. Elliott's second one on the way, and it's good. It's a 3-point game. Inbound pass goes to Vaughn. Cross court to Howard.
The press.
Howard off the glass. Good. Back to a 4-point game.
Great job by West Carrollton recognizing their athleticism mismatch and taking advantage of that press.
Logan brings it up court.
So he almost got to the trap there.
Kopic has it at the out of the key. Just under 2:20 left in the game. Gives it off to Caldwell. Caldwell guarded heavily by Vaughn. Caldwell drives the paint off the glass. No good, but he was in the act of shooting. And if they call that on 40, I believe that's 5 and he's done.
And number 40, Jordan Howard, comes to the bench with his hands still up.
So Jordan Ward will foul out, and Miamisburg calls a timeout.
And that is an essential loss for the West Carrollton Pirates. As Jordan Ward, playing the center spot, has brought a certain type of athleticism there and has allowed them to play 4 guys on the trap all night long. And now Robert Long, a slower step defensively, will definitely adjust their defensive aggressiveness.
Now you have to see if Miamisburg is going to attack this down 5. 2:09 left. Plenty of time left for basketball. But, I mean, by far one of your best defenders fouling out is not a good thing for the Pirates here down the stretch. Caldwell's first one is no good.
So a big miss there.
This is where your coach, this is where you circle the points. If it's a single couple point game, this is where you circle it. This is why you lost. Second one's up and good though.
They end up hitting this one, but the Pirates will have to capitalize on that missed free throw.
They get
already
out of the
getting past the press again.
DeSalvo up off the glass. The shot is no good, but an offensive rebound for Vaughn, and he gets fouled.
How about the hustle from CJ DeSalvo, changing his shot in midair, just missing, but still tapping the rebound out of the Miamisburg Viking defender.
Foul was on number 1, Elliott, his first, team's third.
With a stack off the inbound.
Gives it over to Howard. Howard guarded by Elliott. Howard kicks it over to DeSalvo.
Up by 4 here.
Back to Vaughn. Vaughn drives in, and Vaughn was fouled.
And that quick twitch drew the contact in the lane. Cody Elliott will
Elliott
get the
with
foul
his
now.
back-to-back fouls on Elliott.
Let's see.
4 fouls on.
Cody Elliott trying to strip the ball and close the lane, but a little too late. And another stack off the inbound. Jayon Howard driving, drawing the foul.
And I think that's going to be another one on Elliott.
If that is, that'll be third. Back-to-back-to-back fouls for junior Cody Elliott.
It is. Elliott, 3rd foul in a row. Howard at the line shooting 2. First one's up and good.
And as you saw at the bottom of your screen, Watkins having words with 2 of his guards, DeSalvo and Vaughn.
Howard's second one is up and good. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and it extends the lead back to 6 with 1:49 left. Inbound pass goes to Kopic. Kopic loses it, a lackadaisical dribble, and the Vikings corral it, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Miamisburg.
So you're seeing some Vikings on the floor now with the game in a state of desperation.
1:38, still a 6-point lead for the Pirates.
And with this suffocating defense, Pirates feeling better. Does not look
Kopic
good.
on the inbounds. Kopic with a drive around the paint. The shot's good and a timeout, Miamisburg.
And a great drop step from the freshman, and that's something I thought they should have done a lot more in this game, Jared.
Yeah, they never really utilized it at all in the first.
He's shown a lot of skill.
And see, that's if you're the Pirates, you see here the loose ball earlier. That's where you miss Ward being on the court. He would have easily dove onto the ground for that.
And something intriguing about tonight, Jared, is that we've seen the tale of 2 coaching styles, no doubt. Arthur Watkins, verbal from the very beginning, seeming as he had control of his team, as he would call things and give players the okay to isolate.
And then on the other hand, Jason Hall, I don't even think he said 2 words.
Yeah, very quiet. Waited till the timeouts to say anything. Not even expressions to calls.
I don't know, maybe that's a key for him that he uses.
Yeah.
If you don't say anything frustrated about a missed block or missed assignment or something, the Pirates defensively won't hear it, and maybe they can execute it at the next timeout. And you see here Vikings come out with a full court press. Inbound goes to DeSalvo and gives it back to Howard. Up court to Vaughn at the middle. Vaughn's going to take it in the paint.
Oh my goodness.
And a charge called against Vaughn.
Vaughn so aggressive and lands on top of Kopic. He is going to feel that one tomorrow.
Vaughn's 4th.
Great capitalization there by Anthony Kopic. And
they give it back to Kopic. I don't know if I would really want him dribbling up the court. Gives it back to Caldwell. Down low to Elliott. Elliott drives in. Elliott travels.
Cody Elliott, costly mistake there. A very clutch time for the Vikings.
Elliott's stat line for this quarter is 3 fouls and 2 turnovers so far. Inbound pass goes to DeSalvo.
He calls a timeout just a little bit late. And back and forth with the hustle. I think it'll be a jump ball. And possession arrow, West Carrollton up by 4 with 1:11 left.
I have no idea why the ref on the far side of the court called for the jump ball and not the ref that was standing right above it. Inbound pass goes to Zenny. Zenny's going to dribble it out.
Miamisburg has failed to play the press with the degree of discipline that West Carrollton has.
Zenny drives in, shoots it around the defenders.
Almost nice passes.
Elliott steals off the glass and cuts it to a 2-point game, 39-41.
Watkins almost called 2 timeouts at 2 separate times, but lost the ball seconds before.
I don't know. I thought he got the timeout call before the ball was stolen, but West Carrollton falling apart at the seams, up 2 with 49.1 seconds left.
And they need merely one more basket to close this one out and some nice defense. It's so close.
49 seconds is a lot for you to hold the ball onto.
And it's very disappointing not having a player in there like Jordan Ward, who's been so effective in this game. locking down the post defensively, and he's a space eater offensively. And as you see there, Watkins having some more passionate words with his team. On the other side, Jason Hall having some encouraging words with his team as well. Only down by 2. The Vikings.
After seeing this coaching performance, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Haskins is not not Haskins, his name is Watkins. I'm surprised he's not a head coach somewhere in the league around the state of Ohio. I mean, with the enthusiasm that he has.
Yeah, and the control, really, he's
really
had on
the
his team.
scrappiness this Pirates team is playing with.
And he shares his emotions with his team, no doubt, very verbal. Great coaching performances on both
Howard
sides.
inbounds it to Zenny. Zenny gives it back to Howard. 45 seconds left. Has to get it across half court. Gives it up to Zenny. And Wadden is going to foul Zenny. 6 fouls, so still 1 to give.
West Carrollton pushing it at a very nice pace.
Excellent instructions from coach. Long inbounds pass to the backcourt to Howard. 40 seconds left. Howard fouled by Elliott. Elliott, that'll be his 4th. And
All
now
in
West
the fourth quarter.
Right. And Elliott is going to go, or Howard's going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. And they're going to send the big man down to block in case a loose ball gets up. Howard's free throw's up and good.
Nice clutch free throw, and that's the difference between the Pirates and the Vikings tonight. I think the Vikings have created more opportunities for themselves, but haven't executed as well.
Free throw is up and good. It's a 4-point game with 38.3 seconds left. West Carrollton still playing the full court press.
Kopic pushing.
Kopic gives it over to Wadden. Wadden shoots a 3. It's no good. Offensive
Beautiful
rebound. No. Loose ball. Jump ball. No, they're going to grant the timeout to West Carrollton with 27.3 seconds left.
They gave him the timeout this time, and in timely manner as well. They needed that one. And how about the creation from Kopic out of the trap, knowing Wadden's right there, spot up 3, but can't quite capitalize upon it.
I was waiting. I mean, we saw last year, I don't know how many times we saw the jump ball called way too quickly, but that is what, I mean, that's a heads-up play by the ref. It looked like, I mean, we'll see here. I mean, we can't replay the audio, but it looked like West Carrollton corralled it enough right there before, and he granted the timeout. Well, no, he called the jump ball first. You saw in the lower part. I didn't think you could well, I don't know the rule book, but not really rare you see a ref change his call from a jump ball to a granted timeout.
Yeah, and barely behind this whole second half. Miamisburg Vikings have put in so much effort into creating opportunities, just barely executing on them.
27.3 seconds left. Miamisburg has to foul immediately. Or, well, West Carrollton has to get the ball in first. Gets it in and fouled immediately.
CJ DeSalvo, nice little pocket pass there. Into Vaughn.
Foul is on number 24 for the Vikings, J.D. Barnes. That's his first.
And putting the most sure-handed shooter so far on the line.
Still a 1-and-1, though, for the Pirates.
Great decision there by West Carrollton.
I think this is Vaughn's first trip to the free throw line in the game. First one's up and good.
And this kid is going to be special. I think he has a nice future in West Carrollton's basketball program.
West Carrollton 5 for 5 from the free throw line down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Second one is up, and it is good. A 6-point lead for the Pirates. Miamisburg Wadden gives it up and throws it away.
And Wadden just threw any hope they had of winning the game out with that ball.
21.9 seconds left. 6-point lead for the Pirates. Inbound pass goes to Vaughn and fouled immediately. Still the 1-and-1, though, for the Pirates.
And the first free throw here by Vaughn will be the nail in the coffin, I believe, in this game with 21 seconds left.
Foul's on Wadden.
Hey, real front.
Still have Robert Long there to defend any full court attempt.
First is up and good. Second one is, you would assume, is the icing on the cake for this one. Coach is instructing West Carrollton, do not foul. 7 points, I'd even give up the easy layup. Second one is up and no good.
Kopic trying to push it, and his feet were on the line. That's a 2. And that's backcourt right there.
Over and back.
Good call there by ref. 10 seconds left.
10.2, 5 seconds.
Wadden on the inbound.
You've got to get a quick bucket here. Kopic shoots a 3. Kopic's 3 is no good. Defensive rebound to Vaughn. Vaughn's going to dribble it out, and he's going to actually go for a bucket, and it's no good. And that is going to be that'll do it for the end of the JV game of the week. West Carrollton holds on 46-41 and wins in Miamisburg.
Fantastic victory for West Carrollton. Stayed ahead the entire game almost.
And what did it was that full court press by the Pirates, forcing so many turnovers for the Vikings.
And a lot of discipline, a lot of intensity, and a wonderfully coached game by Arthur Watkins. Very verbal and emotional.
With that, I mean, that would almost assume to be an interesting matchup for the varsity game between these two schools. For the rest of Miami Valley Communications crew, Jared Bergstrom, Jeff Allen will be back for the varsity game.